Good morning and welcome to our airport committee. To our attorneys, are there any edits, additions, or changes to this morning's agenda?
Yes, Madam Chair. Yes, your agenda has one addition. It's the addition of item 2A. Otherwise, a motion to set the agenda, well, a reasonable opportunity to be heard should be extended, and then a motion to set the agenda.
At this time, we'll open the reasonable opportunity to be heard. We have no public hearing items. Now is your opportunity to address the body. I have two speaker cards. If Ms. Erin Hendricks and Mr. Carlos Gomez can please approach. You'll have 2 minutes. Please give us your name, your address, and the item on today's agenda about which you are speaking. Welcome. You may now approach.
Put it up. All right. Good morning, Madam Chair and fellow commissioners. My name is Erin Hendricks, and my office is located at 3800 Northeast 1st Avenue, Miami. I am here today to speak in support of item 3A and its supplement on behalf of my client, Bunker Aviation Partners. I'm joined today by Mr. Eric Greenwald, who is the owner of Bunker Aviation. And I've had the privilege of working with Eric for over 15 years and have seen firsthand the impact of his leadership and expertise at the Miami-Opelika Executive Airport. Before founding Bunker, Eric served as president of AA Acquisitions, the airport's largest leaseholder and a driving force behind its transformation. When Eric began working there in 2009, the airport was nothing like it is today. The infrastructure was failing, and the airport was littered with derelict aircraft. At that time, you could not give land away. Despite those challenges, his first project was the Orion Jet Center, which became the airport's largest FBO and was ultimately sold to Atlantic Aviation in 2017. Following his success with Orion, Eric and his team facilitated numerous major developments at the airport, including Bombardier Aerospace's largest aircraft maintenance facility in the U.S., Sky Harbor, a publicly traded aviation operator that developed over 200,000 square feet of private hangar space, Skybridge, now constructing approximately 200,000 square feet of hangar space. AA also assigned some of its non-aviation land for several transformative projects, including the Concourse Club, South Florida's premier automotive country club, Bridge Industrial, which built over 400,000 square feet of logistics space. In total, AA, its subtenants, and assignees have developed over 220 acres, invested more than $200 million, and created hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the local community.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you.
My turn. Good morning, commissioners. I am completely against this project.
What item are you speaking on?
3A.
And your name and your address.
I'm sorry, my name is Carlos Gomez. My address is 372 South Drive, Miami Springs, Florida, 33166. So, I agree. AA acquisition has changed the airport drastically. But the reality is that AA acquisition has been coming to Miami-Dade County to secure leasing contracts and turns around and sells each one for millions of dollars. His business is selling leases, not developing. All these numbers that you're hearing that he is developing, that is not true. Other people that he sells the leases are the ones developing. He, in the meantime, is collecting millions of dollars on each piece of property. Just start Googling all the companies that he's associated with, and you're gonna come to realize that his business, very, very successful, is flipping property that you're giving to him for pennies on the dollar. But yet he's making millions. Small operators at Opelika Airport are gone, every single one. I am only there because I made everyone's life a little bit difficult because I've called them all out on what they've been doing, okay? I have filed a Part 13 against MDAD and the FBOs, okay? And that, if you're not familiar with Part 13 is, that's an FAA filing for regulations and policies on the airport. I will be filing a Part 16 on this particular case as well. That's my right to do so. But I urge Bunker Aviation, AA Acquisition, to show us how they comply with airport assurances, which is mandatory between the federal government and Miami-Dade County. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional speakers? Now is your opportunity. Please approach. Seeing none, reasonable opportunity is now closed. The attorney indicated that we have one addition to this morning's agenda, item 2A, to our attorney. Any other additions, changes, or edits to this morning's agenda?
No, Madam Chair.
I'll entertain a motion to set our agenda.
So moved.
It's been moved. It's been second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone against? Our motion is now set. To my colleagues, there's no public hearing items on this morning's agenda. Any items that you'd like to bifurcate or discuss? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion on our entire agenda.
So moved.
It's been moved. It's been second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone wish to be recorded? No. Our agenda carries. Very quick and very efficient meeting. That is the order of the day. But to our airport director who is with us, I do have just a couple of questions regarding current affairs and just want assurances on the record that everything is A-OK at MIA. So if you'll indulge me, my colleagues, this should take less than a couple of minutes, assuming that you do or do not have comments or questions. Director, welcome and thank you for being here. My only question is that we are currently in a government shutdown, and there is a number of news publications and reports regarding different situations at different airports regarding sick outs or any type of interruptions or disruptions at airports. Our airport is obviously overseen by us here in Miami-Dade County, but we rely on our federal partners heavily, obviously, to operate Miami International Airport. So I would just like for you to address the body on the status of MIA and whether we're seeing any interruptions or disruptions in service as a result of the current government shutdown. Thank you, Mr. Director.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. So the good news I have is, as of this morning, no, we are not feeling any impacts from the government shutdown. As far as air traffic control and the FAA tower, they're staffed, they are showing up to work, they're fully staffed. As far as our TSA and CBP staff, their attendance is actually higher than pre-shutdown. So we are good in that regard as well. Now, I will say this, TSA and CBP, the federal government pays them in arrears. So they just got a partial paycheck this week. Starting in the next few weeks, I can't guarantee that because at that point they will no longer be paid. But as of today, this morning, we have not had any delays or any impacts to our airport as a result of the government shutdown. I will say this, and you and I spoke about it, the aviation industry is an ecosystem. So if there are sick outs at JFK or DFW or any other airport, they could potentially affect delays coming out, because if we have flights that reach final destination at those airports, then we could potentially have delays as a result of impacts at other airports. Like I said, the entire system is one big ecosystem, but as of today, we are good.
And thank you for that report, Director. And really, I think I speak on behalf of our entire body. We're grateful to our TSA workers and all of our federal
Very much so.
continue to show up to work during the government shutdown. To my colleagues, are there any comments or questions for our Director?
Oh, Madam Chair, I would just like to add thank you, Mr. Director, for being here. If there's anything that you see that is causing an issue, can you let us know with anticipation so that we can?
Yes, ma'am. We will advise you right away. We are closely monitoring the situation. Our operations staff is in constant communication with both TSA, CBP, and the FAA tower. So we are monitoring it multiple times a day just to make sure. So far, so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Director, you mentioned that with TSA, there's a possibility that because of the way that their paychecks work, that there hasn't been any issues thus far, but that there could be in the future. Do you know if TSA has any plans as to implement anything in the near future in order to prevent any slowing down or hiccups?
Yeah, we're working very closely with TSA Commissioner. As of right now, the plan would be, they'd have to repurpose people. We're going to try to help them out with private security on our end, if we can, and helping them man the exit lanes potentially. We're not there yet, but again, so far, we're not impacted. I am concerned that maybe the next few weeks, if once employees stop getting paid, then we may have sick outs, et cetera. But as of right now, I have to say, I am very proud of our TSA partners and CBP that are showing up to work at levels above pre-shutdown. So, we are extremely grateful to the chairwoman's point for their service and for them coming in, and we tell them that anytime we see them.
And I appreciate you being proactive about it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Provides permanent, reliable identification.
We're calling from Miami-Dade Animal Services. Your dog Pongo is here.
Pet owners are encouraged to microchip their pets and keep their contact information current in the microchip registry. Get chipped or get lost.